Nebraska football assistant, Mikey Daniel.
Hand off to Daniel inside the 2 to the 1, and he powers his way into the end zone for a South Dakota State touchdown.
This is The Locker Room, brought to you by Ep Foundation Repair. Here are your hosts, Chancellor Brewington and Mikey Daniel.
Oh, yes, excited to be in the studio for another edition of The Locker Room here on 93.7 The Ticket. Of course, Nebraska has a big week with Rutgers coming up. You have to wonder if this might be the biggest test for Nebraska. I know they'll talk about that today, but let's open up with the first segment. I'll throw it to you, Chancellor and Mikey.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You're listening to The Locker Room. I'm Chancellor Brewington, former Nebraska football tight end. And to my left, Mikey Daniels. How you doing, man?
Man, I'm good, bro. It's Tuesday. I'm blessed to be here, bro. I really am. I love starting us off with a quote card.
Yes, sir.
You know that.
Mm-hmm.
But today, I'm not feeling a quote card.
Oh, wow.
I'm feeling a quote, but I'm not feeling a quote card.
Okay.
And it's simple.
Okay.
Eat greedy.
Oh, wow.
Because
that's how we starting off, Bob?
Yeah, that's how we starting off, Bob. Here's where I'm going with this.
Okay, go to
I always follow off my quote card with what I feel about it.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't have a quote card, but here's my quote. Eat greedy. I'm so tired of watching and I wasn't here to break down yesterday with you. I'm tired of watching us not eat greedy. We can't let people like Purdue hang around with us, bro.
Yeah.
I'm tired of it. I'm tired of watching. We should never have lost to Illinois,
Mm-hmm.
right? I'm tired of it,
Mm-hmm.
right? I sat on the sideline for 3-point losses time after time after time last year, right? Tired of it. And so my emphasis on this week is eating greedy.
Mm.
Y'all know about my love for the running back room.
Mm-hmm.
And all year, I've been talking mad noise to them about this kid from Rutgers, this running back.
Mm-hmm.
I challenged them all year knowing that this week was going to come. And I said, hey, man, he's like that, bro. He's like that. And I've been putting it in their ear.
Mm-hmm.
Eat greedy. That's it. Eat greedy.
I like that. And we'll talk about this running back. This kid is phenomenal. I think he's a great athlete. I think probably Big Ten wise, he's probably around like top 3, top 4 in the Big Ten. But no, I think I like eat greedy. You look at Illinois week, you look at Purdue last week. I mean, yeah, I want to get your take on this because we didn't get to talk about this. How do you view the first half to second half? How they started first half, of course, and how they finished in the second half. Did that give you hope? Did that encourage you? What was your take? Because, my personal take is, you start off 0-0 first half, right? And then you score 21 points in the fourth quarter. I look at that as, okay, we finished the game, right? We finished the game. We got a fourth quarter in, of course, taking the good, of course. That's kind of how I like to see it. Okay, we're going to take the good. But how did you view, the 0-0 first half and then
Did it give me hope? Nah. And here's why. Here's why.
Okay.
Here's why. Because, again, I'm tired of it. Like, why can't we play a full game? If it's not the first half, it's the second half, right? 0-0 against Purdue, who is terrible, bro. I don't care what it's a Big Ten opponent. Yeah, that's not a good football team. I don't care how you flip the coin. That is not a good football team across, you know what I mean? Yeah. So we sat here weeks, prior and talked about, Nebraska can't finish a game.
Right.
Great. Now we're saying we can't start the game. And we talked about this last week. And here's the only thing that saves them from my attack right now.
Mm-hmm.
We sat here last Thursday, Friday, and we talked about this game. I said, it's tough to go from playing at 6 p.m. to playing at 11 a.m.
Right.
And that is the only thing that I can say that, like, okay, you know what? They haven't played an early game, and it's the first one on the road. That does cause problems.
Yeah.
But to be a great team, it don't matter. Like, you can't go to Ohio State and be like, it's 11 a.m. Like, no, Ohio State's Ohio State at 11 a.m. or at 6 p.m.
Right.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah. It's tough because when you look at this game, you go 0-0 first half, and it almost looked like from the offensive side, we're both offensive players. So, like, I saw movement, right? I'm seeing, them drive and they're driving. We missed 3 field goals, 2 get blocked. We go, and this is a crazy stat. I don't know if you know, it's 0 for 8 third down on the first half. You can't win any football game like that. You can't be successful. And so here's the question, and this is perspective I want from you is, I saw we were super pass heavy, right? First half. We were throwing the ball first down, second down, third down. And it was putting the defense it was putting offense in predictable situations for the defense, right? And so you look at second half, it looked like everything was funneled through the run.
Yeah.
And then it was opening up the pass.
Yeah.
And everything was funneled through the run. And we kind of got, and I got to get this off my chest, Mike. I got to get this off my chest. What is up with these? I don't love these tosses. These tosses out of these heavy personnels. I think this is the stupidest thing. I think it's the stupidest thing in my personal opinion. But what do you think about, the first half of football, not really running the football, and all of a sudden we run the football in second half, hint Emmett Johnson.
Right.
And then all of a sudden we start breaking things and everything break wide open.
Emmett Johnson's the reason we won that football game.
Come on.
And I'll stand on that. And it wasn't even necessarily like he had, I can't remember the play. I think he maybe caught a screen and we was way backed up, I want to say, and he broke it. Right. That kid, loved Dante. I love the running back room. And I texted Ramir last night. I said, they don't want to see you be great. And I'm not talking about the staff. I'm talking about the refs. Like, every time he has a touchdown, it gets called back, bro.
Yeah, Colorado, he had like 2 called back.
Yeah. Like Emmett single-handedly willed us to that win.
Yeah.
And I think, he sparked it.
Yeah.
Everybody took care of that, you know what I mean? But he was the spark that lit the fire and said, okay, let's erupt now. And then sparked John Bullock to go ahead and get a pick six, right? It were so many things that fed off of Emmett's spark that now we, instead of being 0-0 and then 7-3, now it's 28-3 in a hurry.
So has he established himself as the number 1 back?
I don't see how you could say anything different. Like we talked about Dante. We talked about, Emmett is showing time and time again that he's going to create, and he's doing it with a very minimal amount of opportunities.
He had 18 snaps.
For what? Like this cannot be the case moving forward. Not if they're actually going to win some games. Like Purdue was the worst that we're going to see for the rest of the year.
Yeah. That has to be a wake-up call. There has to be a wake-up call, especially first half. You got to look at first half and say, okay, what were we not doing? Or what were we doing that, wasn't up to standard? Or what did I do as a coach? And, as a coach, was there personnel that wasn't supposed to be on the field? And so when you look at this, it's becoming more frustrating as the weeks go on, because you end the season off, and like all our listeners know, you end the season off with Emmett Johnson. He's running good against Wisconsin. He's running good against Purdue. He's running good against, all these schools, Maryland, right? Yeah. He's breaking and he's averaging, more than 7 yards a carry, right? And now we get to the beginning of the season, we got to transfer with Dante, right? Yeah. And a great talent. We're not taking anything away from him, and we're not taking anything away from Ramir Johnson. But the fact is that Emmett Johnson I would say, is our most dynamic runner.
This is a what have you done for me lately business.
Yes. Okay.
And so
let's go there.
At the end of the day, Emmett is producing time and time again.
Yeah.
Ramir is doing incredible in his role. Dante, I'd like to see more of him. I really do. I don't think he's hitting the stride the way he needs to. And I don't think that's necessarily his fault.
Yeah. I think there's so okay. Let me say it like this. So within every team, okay, within every offense, there's some type of run style, right? And usually identifies itself like week 4, especially like new program, new OC, new players, all this stuff, right? Like you look at Michigan, like super, dub, duo, inside zone, like really downhill, right? There's other teams like Wisconsin, more outside zone team, things like that, right? When you look at this, like the overall run scheme of this offense, it's kind of like all over the place. Yeah. It's like sporadic. It's like all of a sudden we're in heavy personnel. We're going to pitch. Now we're going to go, 22 power kick. And then we're going to go inside zone. And then we're going to go outside. And then we're going to go trap, counter, wham, all these different things. And it's like, if we can just get good at one thing. If you look at Rutgers, Rutgers, Kyle Monunga. If you look at Rutgers, I would say 80% of their runs are split zone.
Yeah. Ooh.
It's just split zone.
Simple.
12 personnel, 11 personnel, 10 personnel.
Simple.
Split zone.
We're trying to do too much with too little.
Man.
And so at the end of the day, like we cannot keep playing this hit or miss, guess check. We are doing 1-5 a real disservice, if we're going to be honest. Because every week we say the same thing. As good as he is, he needs a run game. A run game is a young quarterback's best friend. And we're putting him out there in a position to not be successful. There is no reason Nebraska should have 0 points at halftime against Purdue.
We're playing spin the wheel Bach with the run game. It's just whatever it lands on. We're just shooting darts at this point. Whatever it lands on.
I'm tired of it. And you know what? This is the worst part for me. Being a running back, I had over 30 touchdowns in college, all on power.
God, all on
pretty much all on power. I think I want to say 20, 25, 26 of my 31 touchdowns was power. No lie. Here's what makes me sick. I cannot stand watching running backs get tackled on 1 yard line. In the NFL, they'll fine you if you get tackled inside the 5 yard line. We don't do it. You find the end zone.
Yeah.
You too big to be getting stopped at the 1 yard line. Oh boy. Gabe, listen, I've been telling it. We have to score, bro. Opportunities are few and far between. Guess what? Now you missed that op. So you didn't go score. Guess what? Who came in? 23. Now Dante go get the touchdown.
Man,
you got to eat greedy.
Man, you got to eat greedy. I thought they was going to keep him in. Nah, it ain't like that.
Come on. You don't get to listen. I gave you a chance. Eat greedy.
Yeah.
You either do or you don't, and there is no in between.
Yeah, and then in the one that Dante scored, I mean, my mama could have walked in there.
Yeah, well, that just was what it was. The chips got to fall what they made, but you had an opportunity, and I don't need to hear this, that, and the third. Like, no, you either did the job or you didn't. Right. You made the play or you didn't. And so we can't keep looking around and pointing fingers like, no, I made the play or I didn't make the play. And because I didn't make the play, now Dante's got to come in and do it.
All right, let's take a quick break here on the locker room. Plenty more football to talk when we get back here on 93.7 The Ticket.
If you're a homeowner or a business owner, you have a lot of projects, and no one has an unlimited budget or time. Sunbelt Rentals makes all jobs less stressful with no need to purchase large equipment or hire a crew. You can do it yourself with rentals and everything from aerators and power rakes for spring yard work to stump grinders, concrete mixers, tile saws, and more. Check out their inventory in Lincoln, north of Cornhusker Highway on 56th Street, or online at sunbeltrentals.com.
Are you worried about storm damage causing issues with your basement? F Foundation Repair fixes basements with supreme waterproofing and exact concrete leveling for residential or commercial clients. They service wet basements, leaky walls, damp crawl spaces, bowing or cracked bricks or drywall, and more. Whether you're in Southeast Nebraska, the Tri-Cities area, or Northeast Kansas, they'll easily make the trip to you. Get a free evaluation today by visiting WeFixBasements.com or call 402-804-1024. F Foundation Repair. We fix basements.
Looking for a financial partner that truly makes a difference? Modern Woodman is a member-owned fraternal financial services organization. We can help you plan for all stages of life, from protection to saving to retirement. We also offer member benefits, social activities, and volunteer opportunities to help your family and community.
I'm Sean Erickson, your Modern Woodman representative in Lincoln. Call me at 402-483-6515 to start the conversation.
Modern Woodman of America, touching lives, securing futures.
When you were a kid, clubs were cool. Robotics club and space club and stuff like that. But what do adults get? Book clubs and quilting clubs? Nah, forget that. How about margarita clubs and old-fashioned clubs? Get to Upside Bar and Lounge for the best clubs in town. Try all 10 varieties of Upside margaritas or old fashions and take home a free souvenir glass. Grab the whole crew and pair it with taco night on Mondays or whiskey Wednesdays. Upside Bar and Lounge at 29th and Pine Lake.
At Anderson Ford, we offer a 5-day return or exchange policy so you can make sure the vehicle you choose is the best vehicle for you. No pressure. Lease a 2024 Ford F-150 for $437 per month for 36 months. Experience better at Anderson Ford. Stock number 1004120, 437 per month, lease for 36 months with approved credit, 7,500 miles per year, 5,500 due with signing, no security deposit required. Tax, title, and license fees extra. Residency restrictions apply. Program subject to change. Must take new retail delivery from Anderson Auto Group by 9/30/2024. See dealer for details.
Rosie's Sports Bar and Grill, open for lunch and dinner at 1501 Center Park Road. Fall is here, which means it's time to dive into a new lineup of autumn flavors at Wings and Rings. Your home away from home during football season. Their all-star lineup of wing sauces is adding 2 new impact players, curry garlic and pumpkin chili. Need something delicious before kickoff? How about starting your meal with their brand new chorizo nachos and loaded fries? You better act fast. These new tastes of autumn won't be here long. So make the trip to one of their 2 Lincoln locations today on O Street or Village Lane. You already know that Select Plumbing takes care of all your plumbing needs, including water heaters, faucet repairs, leaks, drips, sump pumps, and more. Now, they're able to help you with your heating and air conditioning as well. Select Plumbing has recently expanded into residential heating and air, and they're excited to bring this new service to their complete list of plumbing services. Call to book an appointment today at 402-560-6197 or go to selectplumbinginc.com, serving Lincoln, Seward, Milford, and the surrounding areas.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Underground, who has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know the baddest dudes in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and pedigree of success. Bauer, a family-friendly company who reminds you, go Big Red!
Hi, Sean Callahan here of HuskerOnline.com, inviting you to join us here on 93.7 The Ticket every Saturday morning now in our new time. We're on from 8 to 9 with the weekly Husker Online radio show. We'll give you the latest in recruiting. We'll talk about what's going on with both football, basketball, and we'll probably share a few stories from the inside. It's every Saturday morning right here on 93.7 The Ticket. It's the Husker Online radio show from 8 to 9 a.m.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see lots of sunshine and light winds. See an afternoon high around 71. Tonight, mostly clear skies and calm winds with a low around 49. And tomorrow, we'll see lots of sunshine again, but it will be breezy with an afternoon high around 85. Meteorologist Kyle Cluck for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Chancellor Brewington and Mikey Daniel. Brought to you by App Foundation Repair on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
We're back in the locker room here on 93.7 The Ticket, and we want to kind of start thinking about Coach Rule and this unsportsmanlike conduct penalty he had on him. So let's take a quick listen to what Rule said post-game, and then we'll send it to Mikey and Chancellor to react.
I got a flag. I threw my headset. And I was on the white, so I was under the impression on the white I could throw my headset. He said the referee said I looked at him, so he knew I was upset. But obviously, he didn't throw the flag, so I was just mad, So I'm not here to complain about officials. I'll turn them in. I'll get the responses on Monday or on Sunday. I think we had a tough go of it last week, and here's what I know: someone's going to have to start the fight for Nebraska. All right, so I'm here to fight for Nebraska.
You know what I heard right there? Who want to say it? Bach, you want to say it? What did I just hear?
I'll let you go.
Eat greedy.
Yeah.
Like he's so subliminal. He is so subliminal. He shot a shot at his team on the low and challenged them. It's not a shooting a shot. It's I'm challenging you.
Yeah.
Wake up.
Yeah.
It's time to wake up. Somebody's got to start fighting for Nebraska. I'll fight for Nebraska. Right? That's a challenge.
Yeah.
If my coach say that and I hear that and I'm like, man, you know what? I better go score that on the 1 yard line.
Yeah.
I'm not fighting it.
Right.
That's what I heard.
Yeah. It's tough because I've obviously been in these situations where quote unquote the refs or whatever, right? And I've seen the Frost, the Mickeys, come in and try to win these quote unquote battles with the refs and win all these things. But I think at the end of the day, it's not about the refs.
Mm-hmm.
It's never about the refs. If you start switching your focus to the refs and to all these things, and I don't think he's doing this, but just for Nebraska fans and media and everyone, like we can't start looking at the refs. You got to look at, okay, they called a holding because your hand was 2 inches outside.
Yeah.
Fix it. You got a block in the back because you was in bad position. You had bad leverage. Fix it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think of the PI call. I can't even think of what to fix on that. That was one of the worst calls I've ever seen. But as far as like fixing things, I understand where he's coming from, but I also am like look, we got to put our players in the best positions to win because this shouldn't even be close.
Yeah.
You should blow Purdue out by 40 points.
Yeah.
And it shouldn't be close. You have the top 3 quarterback in the Big Ten as a true freshman.
Right.
Okay. So if you don't start surrounding him with talent, surrounding him with not only talent, you have the talent to go 9-3. You have the talent. You got talent to go 10-2.
No question.
Now you have to say, okay, are we doing the best job putting the right talent out there? Are we doing the best job schematically? Are we scheming up the right things? Are we maybe leaving some things on the table? Are we playing scared?
Ooh.
Are we playing scared as a coaching staff?
There you go. There you go.
Are we playing scared? Are we not really putting everything on the table? Are we limiting ourselves?
Yeah.
Are we limiting this team? And I think that's the question internally needs to be asked within the program. And I'm really saying specifically on the offensive side.
I think, and here's the thing, everything is a you issue.
Oh, everything.
Everything is a you issue. It don't matter what the refs do, what calls they're making. Everything is a you issue, right? So it doesn't matter what Purdue does. Everything falls on you. And that's what people lose sight of. Like every time the Chiefs are 4-0, 3-0, whatever they are. Oh, the refs win it. Oh, here comes the refs, the Chiefs' biggest fan, and they got a picture of a ref.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, everything's a you issue. You making it about something that's not about the main thing, right? And so you don't control them. You have no control over them. All you can control is, did I line up and do what I was supposed to do for 60 minutes? And the answer to that is no, we didn't. Period. Because if we did, we wouldn't have 0 points at halftime.
You're lucky you got a stud in Ja'Cory Barney. I'm sorry.
Man.
If you don't have this kid on this offense, you're in trouble.
Boy.
You're in trouble.
And they shouldn't be.
And you shouldn't be. But based on what they're calling, based on what they want to do with this offense, you have Jalen Lloyd.
Big Lloyd.
You have Big Lloyd sitting on the sideline when he can do some of the same stuff that Ja'Cory. You can have both them on the field in running them. I would have Ja'Cory and Big Lloyd running motion every single time.
Every time.
Know what that would do to a safety and these linebackers?
Every single time.
Oh, they would give them Bach. They would need some aspirin because their head hurts so much. They'd be running silent, coach. Well, coach, if we don't bounce outside the box, we're gonna get out leveraged. They too fast. But if we stay inside, they're gonna get it. Like, you got all this stuff, man.
Like this offense is an offensive coordinator's dream. They got the big receivers that are both nasty.
Come on.
They're so good. Malachi not even looking at the field. He redshirt,
bro.
Right? They're nasty. Then you got a great tight end in Fedoni.
Yeah.
Who he's not even close to utilized enough.
Yeah, we're not using him. Let's just be real.
We're not using him.
We're not using him.
Like, this was a 5-star talent. I understand he's been through injuries, this, that. Okay, great.
But he's playing good. We're not using him.
The running back room deep.
Come on.
Right?
Bro.
You got these two young cats, and then you have 1-5. And the fact that we're not putting up 40 points a game is borderline disgusting. And especially to put up 21, because John Bullock gave you 1.
Yeah.
He gave you 7.
A lifeline.
Right.
My goodness.
You know what I'm saying? So to put up 21 offensive points against Purdue, that ain't it, bro.
Yeah,
like,
they're trash. Let's just be honest. Purdue is trash.
It's terrible.
Purdue is trash. I think, and I know, listen, we just got to get it out of our system so we can move on to Rutgers. I truly believe that all you have to do for this offense to be successful is copy and paste.
Yeah. Ooh, go ahead.
Copy and paste. Okay. What did Oregon State? And if you watch the Oregon State game, what Oregon State did good, they copy and pasted it. Those are the things that Nebraska did good. The jet sweeps, the motions, all those type of things, the screen to Emmett, all those type of things Oregon State did good at, right? If you just keep copy and pasting, okay, what did Washington beat Rutgers on? Copy and paste it.
Yeah.
What personnel do we need on the field to execute it? Okay, we need Lloyd on the field. Okay, we need Jamal Banks on the field.
Yeah.
Copy and paste it.
Yeah.
At this point, right? Because obviously we don't have an identity as an offense.
No, sir.
We just don't. And it's not like I like putting the ball in Dylan's hands.
Yeah.
I love that. But as far as like a whole picture, that's just a part of the pot.
Yeah.
As a whole, the whole pot, like we just don't know what it is. So for the most part, I would just say copy and paste.
Okay. Defense top 9 in the country in points per game. Right? I'm pretty positive they're top 9 in the country in giving up points per game.
Mm-hmm.
How you feel about them? Like,
yeah. So when I look at that defense, Illinois weak, ? UNI weak, ? Colorado weak, I mean, whole nation's talking about this defense, right? Purdue week, we go 0 points first half. They miss a field goal only time to get in the red zone. And then you let up. I mean, the touchdown at the end of the game really was its second defense on the field, right? So add proper context. Really, first defense lets up 3 points. Last week, I saw a bounce back. I saw a bounce back. I was really questioning, like, okay, like, are we going to stop the run? We held Purdue to, I would say, around 40 yards, 36. I think Maccabee had about 36 to 38 yards. So you hold them there. I want to continue to see takeaways. I want to continue to see guys being aggressive. When we get a guy in the backfield, stand them up and let 5 guys come in and try to strip the ball out, of course. But like, we're seeing improvement, and that's what I want to see. I want to see improvement. I want to see a dominant performance in something. Okay, take away the run of the pass, and we took away the run and made them throw the ball, and then we got a pick six late in the game.
I'm not big on Cadillac Manis out of Rutgers. We went to Minnesota last year. I didn't think he was
that
very
the quarterback.
Good.
Yeah.
I don't think he transferred from Minnesota. He put up like 10 points, 13 points against last year on some fluke stuff.
Right.
But they got a test with number 5 coming in. Kyle how you say his
Manung guy?
Yeah, great, love it. Him, right? Because they got a test,
right?
Like when they've moved the ball against us, it's been through the run game, and so I like 5. I'm big on him. I think he's elite running back, especially in the Big Ten, and so we're gonna see. They're gonna get tested this week.
Yeah. So you got 97 carries, 589 yards, 6 touchdowns, averaging 6.1 yards a carry. This is Kyle Manung guy that we're talking about right now. When you look at a back like this, and you look at this offense, it's not really a thing where you got a good back and then you got good receivers and then you got a good quarterback. It's really you just got a good back.
Yeah.
And you have a decent O-line who picks up pressure, who does, does their job, right? I wouldn't say they're elite O-line. I'm really looking at it around an slightly above average football team. I don't think they're really a 4-0 team, right? And if you look at the Big Ten landscape, a lot of things are about to change. I don't think Penn State is going to be the Penn State that we saw. We saw them struggle against Illinois early. I don't think the Oregon really hasn't played anyone. I don't think, when I talk about these 4-0 teams, these undefeated teams, especially in the Big Ten, Rutgers is one of those where I look at them and I'm like, man, I don't really think, they're really a 4-0 team because, if they obviously win this game, they'll be top 25, right?
Yeah.
You're 5-0. This will be a good test. I think as far as like running back wise, this will be one of the hardest tests as a defense because this guy makes everyone miss.
Yeah.
Guys collision him, 2 yards after the line of scrimmage, and he's still falling forward for 8 or 9. Like he's a different type. He's a kind of like that pinball guy. Like he just absorbs tackles, doesn't go down easy, can make guys miss, can run you over, do all types of things. This would be a good test for this defense.
Is this the best team we played yet?
I think Illinois still is.
Okay.
I really do. I think Rutgers' defense is solid. I think this is the best special teams we're going to play.
We know we struggle there.
I'm saying. And Rutgers got a kick blocked against Washington. So it's not like they're perfect, right? But like, and really, if you look at the game, Washington should have won.
Yeah.
They should have won. They should have won. And no, I think Illinois, but I think as far as like an offense and running the football, like they do such a good job.
Yeah.
They do such a good job.
My biggest concern for this weekend is creating that identity. It has to happen. It's been too long where this is week 5 going into week 6. We're going into week 5.
Yeah, week 5, right? Week 5, we're
4-1.
Going into week 6, yeah.
Okay. We have no identity. There is no rhyme or reason for anything that we're doing.
Yeah.
And this slate, from here on out, it doesn't look back. Every team gets better and better along the way. Indiana, bro, that's a team. Right?
Bro,
that's a team.
They look nasty.
Ohio State coming. UCLA. Okay. USC. But the slate, it just gets nastier and nastier every week. If you have no identity, you're getting left.
Yeah. And I'll say this one more thing about the defense. It seems to me as if we are good, but we just showed too much early. like you and I, we showed way too much.
Okay.
And it's not so much like we're not good. We just showed so much. We showed so much Illinois week. So now you're like, and Purdue, I feel like they patched up a lot of things. I don't think Purdue attacked them the way they should have. Like as far as like the way you and I in Illinois did. I think they left some things on the table. I'm sure that's why they fired their OC the next day. I mean, because like
is crazy.
when you look at like the Illinois game, like you're thinking like, oh, like we're gonna, get in heavy personnel, do this type of stuff, and they didn't do any of it. So that's probably why he got fired. But it's now I feel as if teams are gonna look at, what obviously they're gonna look at what beat Nebraska in the past. And I think this defense now is just gonna week after week. And I think this will be a statement game and say, okay, we can stop the run. We can stop the run. Y'all go play action with the tight end. Oh, we can stop that. No, they're gonna have to show that.
I love it.
Plenty more football talk to come in the final segment of the Locker Room. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Are you worried about storm damage causing issues with your basement? F Foundation Repair fixes basements with supreme waterproofing and exact concrete leveling for residential or commercial clients. They service wet basements, leaky walls, damp crawl spaces, bowing or cracked bricks or drywall, and more. Whether you're in Southeast Nebraska, the Tri-Cities area, or Northeast Kansas, they'll easily make the trip to you. Get a free evaluation today by visiting WeFixBasements.com or call 402-804-1024. F Foundation Repair. We fix basements.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait. Apply now.
Hi, this is State Senator Carolyn Bozin. Education is a cornerstone for strong, vibrant communities. I voted for the largest investment in education in Nebraska history. As a state senator, wife, and mom, I believe Nebraska is a great place to work and raise a family. My husband Reggie and I are local family business owners and understand the valuable role of education in growing our community. This is Carolyn Bozin, and I will continue to support education in the legislature. Vote Carolyn Bozin on November 5th. Paid for by Bozin for Legislature.
Tailored Life is your headquarters for all things fall in Bennett. Make the short drive down Highway 2 for tons of items for your home, both indoors and outdoors. Check out their variety of potted trees, mums, and more. Plus, porch pots and landscape lighting to enhance the outside of your home. Don't forget their home goods for indoors, plus convenient drinks and snacks, most of which are produced locally. Visit Tailored Life today in Bennett and stay tuned to their Facebook page at Tailored Life 360 for food truck events coming up.
It happens. All of a sudden, you need a plumber. Just call Bryant, 467-1111. Problem solved with Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program. Hope is only a conversation away when you choose to share your talent, time, and heart with a child. Together, you can build a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future, 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today.
Hi, this is Jay Foreman. Join me, Old School, live from Cornhusker Bank at 83rd and O Street this Friday for their Customer Appreciation Tailgate Party from 4 to 6 p.m. Larry the Cable Guy will join us during the show, and there's free food and refreshments. That is this Friday from 4 to 6 at Cornhusker Bank, 83rd and O Street.
You already know that Select Plumbing takes care of all your plumbing needs, including water heaters, faucet repairs, leaks, drips, sump pumps, and more. Now, they're able to help you with your heating and air conditioning as well. Select Plumbing has recently expanded into residential heating and air, and they're excited to bring this new service to their complete list of plumbing services. Call to book an appointment today at 402-560-6197 or go to selectplumbinginc.com. Serving Lincoln, Seward, Milford, and the surrounding areas.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Underground, who has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know the baddest dudes in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and pedigree of success. Bauer, a family-friendly company who reminds you, go Big Red!
Fall is here, which means it's time to dive into a new lineup of autumn flavors at Wings and Rings. Your home away from home during football season. Their all-star lineup of wing sauces is adding 2 new impact players, curry garlic and pumpkin chili. Need something delicious before kickoff? How about starting your meal with their brand new chorizo nachos and loaded fries? You better act fast. These new tastes of autumn won't be here long. So make the trip to one of their 2 Lincoln locations today on O Street or Village Lane.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and we are out of the gate for September with a very special GMC sales offer. We must move out all new GMC truck inventory fast. So right now at Koppel, we are offering true GM supplier pricing for everyone. Yes, you heard right. True GM supplier pricing on all GMC Sierras. That's over $12,000 off on select models. That's GM supplier pricing, $12,000 off on Sierras. Do not wait. Stop on in or check us out online at koppelcars.com.
The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeyman electricians from $32.50 to $42.50 per hour with paid benefits. And if you're looking for a new career, they're hiring apprentices at $19.50 per hour with paid benefits. Call the office at 402-423-4497 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Chancellor Brewington and Mikey Daniel. Brought to you by Ep Foundation Repair on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Oh, yes, back into the final segment of The Locker Room here on 93.7 The Ticket. Plenty of Husker football has been talked. Maybe a little bit more, maybe NFL talk coming up next year with Chancellor and Mikey. I'll send it to you guys.
Yo, Chancellor.
Mm-hmm.
I'm more of I like to watch the NFL more than college football.
Right.
I love Sundays and Monday nights and Thursday nights.
Yeah.
I love Saturdays too.
Okay.
But I prefer NFL to college. What do you
I'm college.
Okay.
I'm college. I don't know. I just like the feel of the game. I think it's more exciting. There's a lot more points scored, a lot more high-powered offenses. That's what I like to watch. So, yeah.
I look forward to my Monday nights and Thursday nights during the work week.
Yeah.
And going in and watching those games.
Yeah.
What I don't like, Chancellor, this is what I don't like. Seeing the Titans and the Dolphins in a primetime game. I'm tired of it. They put all the worst games on Thursday nights and Monday nights.
Do you think that goes to they were anticipating for Tua to be healthy and this to be possibly a 3-1 team, not a 1-3 team?
Sure, but what about the Titans?
Yeah, that one. Yeah, I don't have no rebuttal for that one.
I mean, yeah, like they hit it on the head with the Seahawks in Detroit. That's always a good game.
that was a great game. That was a great game.
Always going to be a good game. Even Thursday night we got the
Geno
Bucks.
hooping right now too.
Dude,
come on,
for like scheme, fit, personnel, everything matters.
Perfect,
right? And so Thursday night we have the Bucks and we got the Falcons. The Falcons are hooping right now. They look really good. Just beat a really good Saints team, and the Buccaneers just dismantle the Eagles.
Yeah, Eagles don't look like the same team.
They're way too talented to be this bad.
They're gonna have to make some decisions after this year if they stay on this course.
They got to make decisions now. It's the bye week.
Right.
It's the bye week, right?
Right.
They brought in a freak of a beast, Saquon.
Yeah,
and he's going crazy. He's second in the league right now in rushing, I think, only to Derrick Henry.
Mm-hmm.
Which, by the way, why is he still running away from people? Why is he still getting to the second level and running away from defenders?
That's nasty. No grown man. I mean, no individual, no human being should be able to be 6'4", 250?
Something stupid.
And be able to outrun guys that run 4.3s and 4.2s.
That are 190 pounds.
That are 185, 95 pounds.
Right. Makes no sense. Now
leading the league in the rushing too.
Leading the league, right? I need to see Tua unfortunately stay out.
Yeah.
Seeing him on the sideline, like, okay, great. Mike McDaniel, you want to keep him around, let him be a coach. But that man has to hang it up.
He has to.
Now, here's the real thing. So my homie, he works for the Chiefs. And They're down a receiver right now. I'm selling out to bring Tyreek Hill home. I'm selling out. Bring him home. They just brought my dog Kareem back. That's home. And he looked really good. Looked like he reversed time.
Yeah. Wow, that's a crazy point.
Bring Tyreek. He don't want to be there.
Oh no,
his time is so limited to be as good as he is.
Yeah,
Like
he got like 2 this year, next year, and possibly an option of the 3rd year.
Maybe, but to be at that high level, to be like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Right. So either way, the time is ticking.
Time is ticking for sure.
Bring him home.
One person I'm high on right now is Brock Purdy. I'm high on Brock Purdy. I'm high on him. I think just he complements this defense very well. And obviously I'm biased. He from back home. He from the crib. He's from Gilbert. I'm from Chandler, right down the road. But no, he's playing good ball right now.
Yeah.
And I think we touched on Geno Smith.
Yeah.
I mean, Geno, you mentioned it previously, I think last week, that you knew a guy who plays on Seahawks, and he says that other than 1.5, Geno Smith is that guy.
Yeah.
And it goes to show he's leading the league in passing yards right now, playing at a really high level, although they did lose to Detroit. Detroit's offense is pretty nuts right now.
Mm-hmm. I'm out here throwing touchdowns all of a sudden. What's that about?
Yeah, Montgomery over here. Witherspoon tried to come in and
tried.
He tried to come in and hit Montgomery. That boy sat him down in the chair.
No, he sure did. Did you ever see when Adrian Peterson he was playing the Steelers? He caught a pass over the middle, turned around and smacked him. Who was that?
I'm trying to think.
I'm thinking like Ryan Clark.
I want to say it might have been Ryan Clark.
I hope. Well, yeah, I don't know. I don't know who it was, but that's what it reminded me of, was that play back in the day.
Yeah.
As we move into this, we're done with Purdue now. I had to get that out of my system though, because like I said, I'm just tired of watching. Like, to be as good as this team should be, we can't play with people like this. Like, we cannot play in close games against Purdue.
You gotta take now. Okay, we had an opportunity to really have, I say, a statement game.
Yeah,
you come out and you carve out whatever you want the nation to see.
Yeah.
And so you didn't really do that against Purdue. No. You didn't. Yeah, let's just be real. You didn't do that. Okay, so now Rutgers week. You're 4-1, feeling. I mean, you should still feel confident about this team, right?
Absolutely.
We're not saying that.
No,
but we are saying that we have to put together 4 quarters of dominant football, where it's, dang, we saw Raiola play good. We saw a good running back room. We saw receivers explosive. This defense got takeaways. D-line played good, took away the run, got some picks in the air. Like that, as a collective, we need that. And Rutgers is the perfect opportunity. We match up really good. They run the football, we stop the run.
Yeah.
They don't really throw they don't really throw the football. Where I would say the only thing we're susceptible to is, I would say, throwing the football at pass heavy team. Well, we already checked that off Colorado week. So defense, I don't really know what the hole is. I would say it's run the football, but we are patching that up. Offensive wise, this team sends a lot of pressure, plays a lot of cover too. Well, Dylan Raiola has executed at both of those, like, scheme wise.
Mm-hmm.
He's done great against Illinois, sends pressure, producing pressure, did a great job, right? So I think we match up perfect. And now is the time to say, hey, Big Ten, we a big dog.
Yeah.
We're not an average football team. We're not the Illinois loss. Don't put the close losses on us. We're an elite football team in the Big Ten.
Yeah.
This is the time to do it.
This is the time. And we got to crack back in the top 25, right?
Oh, yeah.
And so
we're right on the fringe, I guarantee you.
They had the taste of blood. Now go back and cement it. It's up and it's stuck now, and it has to be that.
Yeah.
But as you talked about Rutgers bringing in pressure, okay, we got a young cat at left tackle, Gunnar Gatula, right? We got to help him out in any way, shape, and form. So that means, I'm guessing, that we'll see a lot of chips from the running backs. We're going to have to. Like, you have to help him, because you have to keep 1-5 clean.
And this D-line is nasty.
Yeah.
Rutgers D-line,
so you're going to see a lot of chips, I would guess, from the running back room. I would probably see a lot of delayed routes too. So what does that mean? Like a tight end also bumping and then releasing in a route, right? You have to do everything you can to help that left side out and to help them, because you just got to protect 1-5. It doesn't matter how
you have to. You have to, like you said, the chips. Doing everything you can to help out a young left tackle. And for the most part, I'll say this: he played pretty good.
Yeah.
There were a couple of instances, right? But that was kind of earlier in the game. As the game kept evolving, like, you kind of look at the tape and like, well, he didn't show up a lot, right? When you don't mention your left tackle's name a whole bunch, that means you're kind of doing something right. And so to see his game take the next level, we're back home, right, this week.
Yep.
We'll come back home, get in the environment after a win. This is prime time football because you got to establish some things for Indiana.
Yeah.
You got to.
They got Ohio State, I think, next.
Is it Ohio State
after the bye? Is that who it is? I don't know.
Oh, they'll have Indiana before Ohio State.
Oh, okay.
Indiana, Ohio State. Yeah. So you got two primetime opponents.
Yeah.
Indiana, by the time we play Indiana, if they win, they'll be a top 20 team.
No, they should be.
They should be top 25 already.
Right. I mean, if I like Kurt, what's his name? Signetti or something.
Yep.
He said, I win. Google me. Yo,
He
that's
said that?
savage. Yeah. And he's not lying though.
That's
Was
the
he
head
at James
coach?
Madison? Is that where he came?
Yep.
Yeah. So I played against him. And he's not lying. They win. Like where he goes, they win. So he
said that?
Yeah.
That's kind of gangster, Bach.
That's what I'm saying.
He says
bro.
a lot of things. He's talkative. I can't wait for Indiana week.
That's what he
Oh,
said. I
yeah.
win. Google me.
I can't wait to react to that. But I mean, their quarterback Ruiki or whatever his name is.
Curtis Rourke.
Yeah, he's leading the Big Ten in passing yards.
They're quiet. They're
Yeah.
quietly
Sneaky.
balling. Right. And that's what he said. Google me. He's like, okay, you don't know. I'm just
I
Google
like
me.
that. Put it on the table. Let them see it.
All right, plenty to look forward to in the next couple of weeks. And first, you got to get through Rutgers, and we've got plenty of more coming up on the locker room throughout the remainder of the week to get you prepared for that. But that'll wrap it up for today's show. On the Block coming up next year on 93.7 The Ticket.
Hi, I'm State Senator Bo Ballard. I was born and raised right here in Lancaster County. I understand the value of hard